So let's sit on the edge of the chair all the way forward and just rock pelvis a little bit until you find the sitting bones that we sit on. So you rock in front the sitting bones and you rock behind the sitting bone, and you rock in front and you rock behind. So it's very, very small, and suddenly you can feel how the pelvis bones are actually a little bit round. And when we go back, we can kind of slouch, or we can shift back without slouching. So let's do the both. Let's rock and drop, and let's rock and keep the abdominal engaged. And rock and drop, and rock and keep the abdominal zipped. And rock and drop, and rock and zip without dropping. And with a curve and without a curve. And with a curve, it's very different, and without a curve. So when we curve, our lower vertebrae in the lower back are opening up a little bit like this. And when we go straight with the zip, the vertebrae are not moving. So let's exhale when we drop. And exhale when we don't drop, when we're zipping. And exhale when we have the curve. And exhale when we zip and we don't have the curve. And drop and curve. And now let's stay in center. We're gonna go straight back. And now, instead of feeling the sitting bone and of thinking about the zipper, let's go back and feel, when do we get the feeling of like, uh-oh, I'm about to fall. So we're gonna go with the zip and try to feel, when is your body telling you, uh-oh, danger, I'm about to fall. And then come back. How far can I go back before I go, oh, I fell, okay? Just paying attention to the nervous system that tells us. So sometimes we fall back, and that's really dangerous because we don't have our hands. And sometimes we fall forward. So how far can I go back? Let's try to close our eyes and see what we can do without the visual. The visual is really helpful. So now we take away the visual and we go back. When is your uh-oh? And then come back to the center and go forward. And when do you feel like you're about to fall? And in the front, it's a little bit safer. Open your eyes. In the front, it's a little bit safer because we have the feet, we can anchor, and we have the hands that can anchor. But still, try to feel, when is that sensation internally, because we do need to listen to that. Because when we fall, we need to do something, right? So let's get that a little bit more in tune, like we're kind of getting the volume a little bit higher inside the, for the nervous system. So close the eyes and zip up and go back. And where do you feel it? I feel it around my cheeks and my ears. Where do you feel it? And then forward. When do you start losing it? When you go forward. And when you do feel it, what is engaging? Is it your abdominal that engaging? Are you tightening up in the center of your body? Are your thighs tightening up? What is your body doing? The more you know, the more you can activate it when you need it. And come back to the center and open the eyes. And let's shift to your left until the right sitting bone is off the chair. And you are on one sitting bone, but the feet are on the floor. Now start pumping one foot, the other one. Pump the foot into the floor. Don't lift it off the floor, just pump it into the floor and into the floor. Into the floor, into the floor, into the floor, into the floor. So you're sitting diagonally towards your left, and you're pumping the feet. And start asking yourself, which one gives me better stability, when I pump my right foot or when I pump my left foot? And come back to the center and just feel that side that was off the chair. Don't lift the legs off the chair, off the floor. Keep the feet on the floor. And now tilt towards your right, so you're off center, you're out of balance. Your left hip is a little bit off the chair, and now pump and pump and pump into the ground. Don't lift the heel, just pump. Yeah, make it very clear. Don't lift the heel, just pump into the floor, into the floor, into the floor. Which one is better, the side that you are tilting in or the left foot that gives you more stability when you anchor it? And come back to the center. And just let those hips that were up in the air rest for a minute. So did you find out that the opposite leg, if your right hip is off the floor, that you want to anchor your right foot into the floor to get stability? No?
I don't know.
Okay, let's try it together. Let's go to your left and push the opposite leg, the right leg, into the ground. And let the left heel come off the ground. And let the toes come off the ground. So you are on one hip and one leg, and come back. And come back. Let the heel go down. There you go. And rest. Let's do it again. Go to your left. Press your right foot into the floor and let the left leg go off the floor. So this is your stability. And come back. And let's shift, and right away. And come back. So you have to push the right so you can sit on your left sitting bone and press with the right foot. And find it. And back. And find it. Good, and back. And find it. And back. And now take your left arm and find it as if you're about to fall all the way to the floor. Reaching, 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 and coming back. And again, falling to your left. The floor needs to come up a little bit, right? And reach. You're almost falling to the floor and coming back. Wonderful, really beautiful. And reach. You're on one sitting bone, right? What does your neck do? One more time. Reach. Left leg is off the floor now. Your hand is about to find the floor. And come back. Take a deep breath. And just rest. Can you feel it in your ribs on the opposite side? Your whole system is coming together to help you find that balance as you are going off balance. Ready to do the right side? So sitting on the edge of the chair, we are reaching to the right and the opposite leg is coming off the floor. And reach. Leg is out, off the floor. And reach. And yeah, you can already fall with the arm, reach with the arm. And feel how the ribs on the opposite side are contracting and holding in the sitting bone. And reach and center. We're going to do the opposite now. We're going to go to the left and we're going to lift the left leg and we're going to anchor the right and we're going to go and come back. And we're going to go to the left and we're going to reach. So as you go to the left leg will go up and the right leg will anchor, 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 anchor. And reach and anchor, anchor, anchor. Good. And one more time. And center. Take a deep breath. Exhale, and let's do the right side. So we're gonna go to the right side and the right leg will come up. Which one feels better to your nervous system? For me, it's the other one. And reach. And one more time. And reach. And rest. Up, thumb. Up, thumb. Come sitting up. Up, thumb. Up, thumb. Up, thumb. Up, thumb. It's the heel, the heel, the heels. Bang the heels on the floor. Thumb, 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 thumb. This is good for the lymph system. Thumb, thumb. Thumb, 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 thumb. Again. Thumb, thumb, thumb. Thumb, 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 thumb. Thumb, thumb. Thumb, thumb. Thumb, 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 thumb. Good. Inhale up. All the way, all the way, all the way, and let it all. But come sitting on the edge of the chair. Almost falling, but not falling. Make sure your feet are right underneath, so you're nice and stable. So your arms are in front of the chair, and inhale up. And look up, look up, look up, and let it all. And inhale up. And pull, pull up, and then release. And inhale deep and lift the ribs and give your lungs a big stretch, and now stretch the arm and breathe a little bit more. And exhale. And we're gonna do it again. And inhale. Look up, lift the lungs, lift the ribs, and lift the arms. Give the arms a stretch like you're trying to reach to the ceiling. Reach up, and exhale down. We are going to do it again. But this time, when you're reaching up with the arm, you're gonna also lift the sitting bone, just like we did here. When you're going to lift the sitting bone as you're reaching up. Okay? Inhale. Look up and start stretching the arms. And when your right arm is up, your left hip is up. And when your left arm is up, your right hip is up. Opposite. 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 And relax the arms and exhale. And you're doing it without lifting the heels off the floor. It's the pelvis that's coming up. We want movement in here, right? We want to start getting everything moving in here. Rib cage is not a cage. It's rib basket that should be able to have enough flexibility for breath and for movement. Right? We do want to be able to move. So now that you had a minute of a break, inhale up. Look up and reach and reach and reach. So when the arm is up, the hip is up. When the arm is up, the hip is up. Can you feel your heel pushing into the floor? And relax. Relax, relax, relax. Lower the arms, lower the elbows, and relax. So rest for a minute and look at this. I'm stretching this and I'm lifting the opposite. Or I'm stretching this arm and I'm lifting that hip. Both are possible. So now let's lift the same hip that the arm is lifting. So, which is not what we did. Are you with me? Okay, so inhale up. So when your right arm is up, your right hip is up. When your left arm is up, your left hip is up. So you're doing the same side. Same side. The whole right side is up, the whole left side is up. Without moving the legs, only pressing into the floor to get stability and rest. Breathe and rest. Looks like nothing and it's deep work. Rest for a little bit longer and we're gonna go back into the opposite. So when the right arm is up, the left hip is up. So arm to the side, inhale up. And when the right arm is up, the left hip is up. And when the left arm is up, the opposite hip is up. And opposite, and opposite, and opposite, and opposite, and opposite, and one more opposite, and rest in the center. And now rock your hip from around and around. Make circle with the hip bones, making circles. The feet are on the floor, they're not moving, the heels are not lifting. It's only the hip that's making the circle. Good, and now let's change the direction and take it around and around without lifting the heels. See if you can use the feet into the floor. You want stability. You want stability so the heels are not coming off. And rest. Very nice. Let's put our arms to the side and bend the wrist and bring the hand in front of above your chest and take it all the way to the side. Don't move the other arm and reach, 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 reach to give it a nice stretch in the back and come back to the side. So this arm is stable, it's not moving. And reach and exhale, inhale, sorry. And exhale as you reach and inhale as you open. And take your eyes with the movement, exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and lower the arms. Lower the arms and just feel the difference between the side of the back that worked to the side of the work that actually lengthened, stretched. One more deep breath. Open the knees so they're above your feet. Bring your arms. Now this arm will be stable, it's not gonna move, and this arm will reach as you exhale and inhale and exhale. The hip is not moving, the arm is not moving, it's just the upper arm that's being stretched and the ribs are getting really a nice workout. One side is lengthening and the other side is contracting really pretty hard. And exhale. Inhale and lower the arms. Can you feel it? Arms in front of the chair. Press your shoulders back and let them go. So if you're sitting on the edge of the chair and your knees are nice and open, so your hands are in front, press only the shoulders back. Hold the tension there for a second, and another second, and one more second, and now let it go. And now come forward and up, sit completely straight, what straight is to you. Inhale, exhale and press the shoulders back. Don't bring the elbows back, only the shoulders. Sorry, torture, a little torture, and let it go. And one more time, press the shoulders back, but don't take the elbow back. Don't let the arms go behind the chair. And now bring the shoulders forward and round your back. Oy, 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 right? And open up and beautiful day, sunshine in Florida. And go around a little bit without the collapsing, without the pull me, just a little bit, and proud me. And a little bit of round, turn the hands in, and turn the hands out, and turn the hands in, and turn the hands out. And again, now we're dealing with the upper ribs and the shoulders. Move the beautiful basket called ribs. Round, inhale and expand. Exhale, round, soft here, and up and proud without haughtiness. Just life is good. Round and, or without even adjective, just moving the ribs in both directions. And let it go. And put your hands on your thighs and close your eyes. And just pay attention to your breath, the comfort that you have within, inside your rib cage, your chest, the position your pelvis is on the chair, the firmness of your feet on the surface that they are on, whether it's a shoe or a floor. And inhale deep. Feel the ribs being lifted by your breath. And exhale without dropping too far. And open your eyes. And thank you so much. I'll see you next week.